Okay, so we're at 17464 Runnymede Street, and we are checking the secondary drain line for the master bathroom, and we're going to go all the way to where it joins the main sewer line in the yard. So here we know we have ABS piping, which is an indication of a recent installation, maybe in the last couple decades at most. And generally what we want to see when you're looking down any pipe is a clear tunnel. Okay, that's good news. What you don't want to see is any kind of two joining pipes. Where you see this ring here is two joining pipes. That's not a concern of any sort. It's not disaligned. So what you don't want to see is a severe disalignment between two joining pipes, roots, or any kind of standing water. So as we go down here, this is a vertical pipe, and as we get down here, you can already see the reflection of the camera, which tells us that there's water there. And once we go in, you'll start to see these things floating around in the water. So immediately when this vertical pipe goes horizontal, there's a standing water situation, and we're about just shy of 1.5 feet into the line. And as you can tell, all that there is just stagnant water that's collected debris that maybe flushed down, the toilet, or soap and other particles that go down the drains. Okay, and then as you can see here, the camera starts to come out of where it was submerging. Okay, and it's clear. So that tells us that there's probably a dip right within the first couple feet, a shift. We call that a belly. And now the line is turning to the toward the right side of the house, coming from the backyard. Seems to be clear here. Okay. Now the bottom of the pipe, the camera is turned, so the bottom of the pipe is on the top right of the screen. Okay, and as you can see on the top of the screen there's water that we're pushing. Okay, that is the bottom of the pipe there. And the camera begins to submerge once again. We're at about 16 feet or so. Okay, and as you can see, it's submerging. Luckily it's all clear water, so we can see. We'll be able to find where this ties into the main sewer line, but it seems to be...
And that is because it's too flat?
Yeah, because there is a disruption in the slope, or just lack of slope.
Okay.
Okay. So you can tell that basically the girth of this camera head, which is about 1 inch or so, the entire thing is submerging in a 2-inch pipe. So it pretty much tells you the entire pipe is full. And now you start to see this thing coming out of the water at about 28 feet. Okay, and this is where it's tying into. You can see the, can't really see it too well, but you start to kind of, if you look at the walls of the pipe, you can see the deviation in the color, where one is kind of peach, and the other one is black. The black is the ABS, the new pipe, and the peach is the old clay pipe. And this is where it ties in, main sewer line.
And from here forward was already on the first one?
Correct. So we can go back to kind of get, for reference point, we can go to, going through this clay pipe in the main sewer line. We'll probably go to where we saw that crank there. So we had one pretty large concern about the pipe that's broken.
Separation.
Well, yeah, it's got a few separations, and then there was the bottom of the pipe was broken. It was just broken off. There was a kind of like a lip there. Let me see. I think it might be here. There we go, right there. So that's that separation we saw in the last video at about, I think it was about 48 feet from the other cleanout. And you'll be able to see in the other video, basically, the pipe is just completely, there's no pipe here. So all this, you see how it's still kind of flowing, you see the sewage kind of flowing?
Right.
It's not really going into this other pipe. It's actually flowing into
To the dirt.
the soil, correct. So that shows us that there's a complete dislocation. As a matter of fact, you can't really get any visibility with of anything with dirty water. Yeah, so the end of that pipe there just completely broke off. Well, either way, we could see that part, I think, in the other video.
Right.
So that is pretty much it. So we have approximately 3/4 of this 2-inch line that is that doesn't have a correct slope. Okay, and then what that does is it's just going to cause this bathroom to back up, constantly.
And how do you fix it? You have to cut the concrete?
Yeah, so you have to regrade the soil underneath.
Right.
To get it done to code, it has to, code requires a 1/4 inch drop per foot.
Okay.
Right, so at least, right, so then they know that it's flowing properly. So yeah, you cut it out, dig it up, regrade it.
Cut it out, like, does it go through the garage probably?
Yeah, there's actually a washing machine on the other
So
side.
that's
of
why
it.
it's so expensive, because you're talking cutting concrete
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, wonderful, and that is the report for 17464 Runnymede bathroom addition drain line.